What's up, guys? Brett Okamoto from ESPN, joined by the number one ranked UFC lightweight, Arman Tsarukyan. He is the number one ranked lightweight. He is not involved in the interim title fight next month, so obviously we're going to talk about that. Let's get right down to business, Arman. I mean, you go get that flawless victory over Dan Hooker. You leave Qatar, you head over to Dubai, and about 4 or 5 days later, the UFC comes out and announces an interim title fight between Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje. Did you know? Were you given sort of a heads up, or how did you find out about this on Thursday?
I already knew that Paddy gonna fight with Ilia Topuria in January. So, but I didn't know they're gonna do interim title versus Gagey and Paddy. But I knew that UFC wants to do Ilia versus Paddy, and on my mind, I didn't think like it's something happened, even if I knock him out because they already set up that all things. But at the end of the day, Ilya didn't fight, and I think this is UFC game plan. It's not like family issue or something. It's they want to make star Paddy Pimblett and
Hmm.
to bring him to fight for the title with Top Korea has a bigger name and make it like a big fight, like kind of Habib versus Conor, but they're not even if he got the belt.
So how did you know? How did you know that Elia? I mean, obviously it was all over the internet, rumored, but
I mean, rumors, managers, they already know that they want to make the fight, Ilya versus Petty. I already knew that 4 or 5 months ago.
yeah. So then, when it became Justin, did you find out like when the UFC announced it? Did you get any kind of
No,
heads
no,
up
no.
prior to that?
2 days before,
Okay, so you did
I
know
got,
about the
I
Gaethje
got,
thing as well.
I got stressed. I got stressed 2 days before, 1 days before when they announced that fight.
So
But I
you got
still
like,
I couldn't believe. I thought like no way, no way. I thought like it is not gonna happen. And but they told me no, it's gonna happen. Like be ready. Like don't get like get stressed. Because it is what it is. And it's a business. So and and the end of the day, I have the same goal, and I'm going to train next week and. Get better, and they know, everybody knows I'll beat everybody, and they just it's a just time, okay, it's gonna be in the summer or whatever, but they know I could beat everybody. That's why they didn't give me title fight there. Petty for me, it's a easy work. Justin, it's a easy work. Ila, easy work. It was a hard work, Islam, but he left, so nobody on my level on this division right now.
so when you get that news, like you said, you almost couldn't believe it, but this is your life, man. And I mean, obviously, all UFC fighters, they're very dedicated people, but you are even looked at more so than that. That like you live this, you are so disciplined
Yeah.
with it. So then to find out that this interim title fight is going to two other guys when there's a one next to your name, what has the last few days been like in your mind?
I mean, it's hard, it's hard because it's your goal. Why, like a bullshit guy like a Petty beat he beat just one rank, number 12, and like they made the fake ranking and put him on the five, and it's a business, it's not just a sport. So they can do whatever they want to do, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna be a champion. It's just time, the difference of the time, beginning of the year or the and the end of this year. But it's hard. I don't know how to say, how to explain, but it's a hard because I deserve it to fight for the title.
You feel yourself irritated more at Ilia or at the UFC? Like you feel like the UFC has its own plans, but Ilia is the champion. I mean, he could speak up and say he wants to fight you. He hasn't done that. Which one do you feel sort of more irritated towards?
I don't know. Maybe he's not ready for the January. That's why he's not in good shape. That's why, or the UFC just say, please leave the title and we're gonna pay you more in June. Just let Paddy win the fight, and we're gonna make it big fight for you.
So you kind of said this right off the bat, but just to clarify, you think this was all by the UFC's plan, and
Yes, for sure.
it's all in a way to just build Paddy. That's what you think this is about, is building
Yes,
Paddy.
it's a business to build Paddy and make him easy fights. But I hope Justin gonna beat his ass, kick his ass, and we're gonna forget about Paddy all our life.
If they wanted to build him, why wouldn't they just put him straight into the title fight with Ilia? Because
They already did.
they tried, and then
They gave him easier because they know he's gonna lose to Ilia. Better like to do interim title and make something like a bigger than, because if he has no title, he's fighting for the title. It's he's not that big, but when he gonna be, I hope he's not gonna be a champion, but like UFC think he's gonna be a champion and he's gonna fight for the real belt with Ile. That time he's gonna be superstar and they can sell more pay-per-views or whatever they do.
you had
And the real fighters like me just watching and waiting our time, you know. And I just talked to a couple guys. I'm gonna do wrestling fights, you know, just stay busy, stay in shape. If something happen, just let me know. You know, I have a lot of stuff to do, and I keep busy my mind, my body, and should be good everything.
we've seen you weigh in as a backup for a title fight before. Would you ever weigh in? Is there a world in which you would back up an interim title fight between Paddy and Justin?
No, no way. Unless if they pay good money, I'm not gonna be backup. But I'm gonna train just in case if something happened before 2 3 weeks, so I can jump in. You know, I gotta take the risk.
You know, you said that they owe you a big fight, and I would agree with you because, like you said, this it's not just like pushing your schedule back a little bit. It could push it back by like a year if by the time,
Yeah,
this interim
maybe
fight
more.
happens and then the June fight happens or the summer. So they owe you a
I
big
hope,
fight. Do you see any big fights out there?
I hope they could give me the. They supposed to give me a BMF title at least,
Hmm.
because what they gonna give me? Who we have in our division to fight for me? If it's not Holloway, there is no names. Charles Oliveira too. I mean, it no makes sense if they wanna see him losing again. No problem, but just we just gotta they gotta take care of their legend. You know, don't put against the killers.
You know, you said earlier that you hope Gaethje goes out there and beats him, and we never have to hear about Paddy anymore. Wouldn't you kind of like the opportunity to be the one to do it to him, like to beat Paddy? Would you?
Yeah. Oh my God. The same like I would just maul his face on the ground just with my elbows. Even when I fought with Hooker, I was thinking, what should I do when I was on the top? Should I choke him or I just should like elbow him? And I just speak, okay, no problem. Let finish this fight. But with Perry, never go. I'm not gonna for the choke. I'm gonna just elbow him all day, all night. Just make his face like bleeding.
Hmm.
I gotta leave a lot of marks on his face. That's my goal.
What do you think is going to happen in that Gaethje Paddy fight?
I hope Justin Gagey not gonna drink, party, gonna train, dedicate himself, be focused. It's his last chance in this life. He's fighting like he was fighting for the title maybe 5 times. So this is his chance and the end of his career. Win the interim title, fight for the real title, and then retire. That's the best for him. And I'm gonna Justin, if you need the help, let me know. I'll fly to you and help you.
Really?
I mean, I want him to win, you know. That bullshit guy, I hate him. He's such a just I don't know how to explain. You know, when you're amateur fighter, you that you can buy judges. You know, you can buy judges with amateur fight, and when like poor guy is fighting with a rich kid who someone paid for the judges, and he winning always. It's happened in the amateur sport. If you know, I don't know about amateur sport like a wrestling or boxing.
Hmm.
Uh, it's the same. He has like a followers or whatever, or his country is big, or I don't know. You see, likes him so much, or he's selling, or what he's doing. I don't know. So he got his title fight because of that.
Yeah. And you hold that against him, like not against like the system and the the way that the game works. Like there's a saying that like don't hate the player, hate the game, but you hold it personally against Paddy Pimblett.
Yeah, I hate just Petty. I hate Petty.
Yeah.
I wish it was Oliveira fighting with Gaethje or someone different, but not Petty. I hate that guy.
Hmm. If Justin, like you said, and I'm sure he will take it very seriously and he will come in shape. I know he's a little older, obviously 37 years old, but like stylistically, how do you see the fight going?
I mean, Justin sometimes he fights so good, sometimes so bad. Hopefully, he's gonna overstrike him on the feet on the with his boxing and kicks, and then Petty gonna try to wrestle him, and he's gonna defend his wrestling and win by decision. But we win by decision. Gage.
Hmm. One last thing I'll ask you is that you and Elia sort of crossed paths, and then there was this thing that he referred to as a slap, which like kind of surprised me because when you call it a slap online, but then there's a lot of video coming out about it, and I'm not like I'm not trying to get in the middle of this. Like I would say this to Elia. It's strange to me that he would refer to it as a slap when it clearly wasn't, and you
Yeah,
know that
that's
there's
a
going to
that's
be a
a
lot of video.
that's
What
a
do you
bullshit.
what do you feel like is the dynamic between you two? And like in your heart, do you feel like you will face him someday? Like you feel like that fight is inevitable, or are you really not sure between you and Ilya?
Oh, that fight is gonna happen for sure. If he's not gonna retire, that fight gonna happen for sure. My goal to beat him as well. So and about the slap and everything, he just made himself like a bullshit guy. He shouldn't do that because he did bad for him, not for me.
Mm,
Because everybody is laughing at him.
mm.
Everybody's laughing what he's just posted. Like he slapped me, bro. Like, uh, yeah, I have no words to say to him.
Well, yeah, listen,
And
I know.
he and you know what the people started to do? They sent me on my direct on my Instagram, and he's slapping his brother, his coaches, his like training partners. He's like hugging everybody to the neck, and like everybody is posting, "Oh, you slapped your brother."
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's funny.
he's obviously a phenomenal fighter, phenomenal champion. But
Yeah,
some of his trash talk, that one surprised me because you can't say you slap someone if there's a lot of video out there of you just holding his neck. But maybe it was just to get under your skin. Who knows? But I know that you're disappointed about the title fight, but life still looks good over there. And then the last thing I wanted to ask you about is just the support. I have seen a lot of support
yes,
online on your
I do as
behalf,
well.
saying that this is absolutely
Yeah,
like
my
number
people
one
with me
bullshit, is how people
always.
would say.
My people always with me, and I went to the Dana White's last post, bro. Like everybody is saying Arman, 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 Arman.
Mhm.
Like put a lot of clone the things, and like everybody knows that's a bullshit. And next next champion is here.
Yeah.
And thank you everybody for support. I really appreciate it.
One way or another, even if Gaethje doesn't take your offer and you're not cornering Gaethje, will you be at the fight? I imagine you'll go to January 24th. Yeah, you think you'll be there?
I don't want to be there because I'm
Mm,
gonna fight with somebody there.
mm,
Because if I see Paddy, I would like to slap him. Not slap like slapping Ilia, but real Armenian slap. Not like maybe this is Spanish slap. Like when they put on the neck, that's the slap. I'll show him like a real slap.
Arman, thank you for the time, man. Enjoy Dubai,
Thank
enjoy your
you.
New Year's, and I'm looking forward to whatever's next. I think a Max Holloway BMF fight that makes a lot of sense,
Yeah,
but we'll see
that's
what the UFC wants
yeah.
to do.
We'll see on Monday or Tuesday.
Tuesday
I'm
matchmaking.
excited. Yeah, hopefully I'll get the good news and I'll fight with Holloway, beat his ass, and then fight for the title.
All right. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you again
Thank
soon.
you. Bye bye.